Hello everyone, welcome. And today I will showcase my new asset, the Shield's Pylon system. Took me quite a while to make, but I sure hope that some of you enjoy it. It's very simple in concept, but was quite tricky to make. Basically, it allows you to generate shields by placing pylons around the map and having them automatically generate between them. It comes in 3 different variants, one where you can drop 2 pylons, 3, or 4. And each of them, of course, add more shield and more possibilities for different shapes. Let me show you how that works. So, first step is to go to my menu and enable the pylon placing. As you can see, there's a little outline that shows me where the pylon is going to be placed. Now I can just lock this by doing a fist with my right hand. Of course, you can change this if you want. And there you go. I placed my very first pylon. By itself, the pylon does nothing. However, now let's watch what happens when I place a second one. This one will go, let's say, over here. And look, now we have a shield. You can go through it as, you cannot use colliders to block players. However, what cannot go through it are particles set to collide with everything. For example, my little blaster right here. This is not part of the package, but this is to show you how that works. So let's say that I fire at the shield, and as you can see, suddenly the particles get blocked. If I fire above, they just go above. This will block particles that are set to collide with most things, and most particles that are set to collide with the world will collide with this. But that's not all. As you can see, the shield was generated dynamically to match the distance between the 2 pylons. Now you might ask, how far can you go? Well, let's see. I will disable the pylon number 2, which also plays the sound backwards. And let's go place it very far along this road over there. And also at a different elevation. Now the camera is staying still so that you can see it. I'll place it over there. And would you look at that? Now, the shield spans all the way, this whole distance over there. Let me grab the camera again so that I can actually show you properly. Default, and stop looking at me. There we go. So as you can see now, it covered a big distance. In fact, this can cover 100 units before it starts to have issues and the collider starts to not follow exactly the position of the 2 pylons. So as you can imagine, you can cover quite a bit of ground, and that's only with one shield. So what happens when we try to use more shields? Well, let's see. I'm going to position the camera back all the way here. There we go. All right. So what happens if I place more shields? Let's see. Let me place a third one. This one, let's say, we'll put it to form a triangle over there. You'll note that it also supports different terrain elevations. And boom, suddenly I have a shield that connects all the pylons. We have one going from shield number 1 to shield number 2, and one going from to pylon number 1 to pylon number 2, and one going from pylon number 2 to pylon number 3, all the way behind me. There you go. This can also be up to 100 units in a radius, so up and down works as well. And I can place up to 4. So let's place the 4th one, this time over here. And now you see, we have yet another shield. And now you might be wondering, okay, that's cool. Well, I hope you find it cool anyways. But can you close the loop? Well, let's see. Let me place myself a tiny bit on the side. And let me press the secret button in my menu. Close the loop. And would you look at that? Now, the pylon number 4 has been linked all the way to pylon number 1. It's a bit hard to see because of the camera placement. Sorry for that. Let me change that real quick. There we go. Now, as you can see, we have a full shape made entirely out of shields. All of these do block particles. All of these can be placed whenever. And also, all of these can be placed in any order. So, let me demonstrate. I can get rid of shield number 3, for example. And because of this, now I only have pylon, I got rid of pylon number 3, sorry. And now we only have pylon 4 linked to pylon 1, itself linked to pylon 2. And I can replace pylon 3 anytime I want. So you don't even have to place them in that order. All right. Oh, actually, one last thing. By default, let's go look at this one. By default, the pylons are green like this and have a tiny bit of emission and some small particles. If you wish to change this, your menu also comes with a hue shift option, where you can change to any to any color you want. This does apply to all the pylons at once. Might be a bit hard to see, but there you go. And yeah, with that, you can make any different kind of setup you want. Could be used in roleplay. I know that's what I use it for. And yeah, I hope you find a use for it. Let me go back to myself for a second, just so that it doesn't get too boring to look at, I guess. But yeah, I hope you find a good use for it. Took me a long while to do so. But there it is, finally done. Fully dynamic shields. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed them. Have a good one.